Dungeons & Drimbus is rated R for rude language, rough violence, and raunchy humor.
Here is what happened previously on Yes, Chef. Butch and Kilana arrive at the Fop Bucket. After a scuffle with two security guards, they kill one and knock out the other, taking their uniforms as disguise. Entering through a back door into the kitchen, they suddenly find themselves alone and are confronted by the nightclub manager, the straight shooter, who begins a combat with them and his lovers, the spirits. The spirits are quickly disbanded, and Kilana is shot and drops to the ground, dying. Butch handles the straight shooter, and Kilana miraculously survives. Chef Orson sends her back to the truck as he pushes on through the nightclub to find the Frenchman. After a number of false surrenders and an attempted controlling by Remy the Rat, Butch too deals with the Frenchman, shooting him in the ass, slitting his throat, and discovering the devil is hidden away in Florida. And now, Dungeons & Drimbus presents Yes, Chef.
In cooking, you've got to have a what-the-hell attitude. Butch, the establishment before you has been condemned by the FDDA, the Fine Dining Delinquents Association. You stare at the Pizza Palace, with its gaudy architecture splattered in yellows and pinks, its infractions ranging from dues evasion to conspiracy against other alliance members to, most gravely, failure to adhere to food safety protocols. The criminal world hangs on a series of delicate threads, and the Pizza Palace, through its gross negligence, has brought enough civilian attention on itself that it now threatens to unravel the whole thing. It is time they are condemned and closed down before further scrutiny endangers the alliance as a whole. Today, you are here on the devil's behalf, his chosen champion for this inspection. Two men in dirty smocks and aging white crewneck t-shirts open the doors to the restaurant to allow you in. As you step onto the linoleum black and white checkered floor, the door shuts and shutters are drawn to obscure the view from any passing eyes. The inside of the establishment has been rearranged. Cafeteria-style tables now line either wall, almost forming a walkway of sorts. There are roughly 10 men, and women and other, on either side, seated on the benches, all in dirty smocks and shirts. The walkway forms a path straight to the open kitchen in the back. Amidst the various blazing ovens is a throne, on which sits the Tsar, Ella Motz, the Mozzarella.
Oh my God.
But before you can deliver judgment on them, you must follow tradition, and first deliver judgment on the dish before you. Atop a small table sits a greasy paper plate, a massive slice of cheese pizza, and a 32-ounce cup of Coke. Still fizzing. What do you do?
Butch will stare into the eyes of the Tsar and pick up the pizza with his hand and fold it as the proper New York style technique.
Correct.
And insert it into his mouth and chew, unblinking and staring at the Tsar.
Okay, you bite in and the bottom is crispy. Actually, just how you like it, that nice thin crisp crust. However, it is just a little too burnt. You see this throughout. The pizza is cheesy and gooey and stringy, but has also kind of developed its own crust from the char. Just a smidge too much. You get those burnt tannins coming through and really making the whole thing just a smidge acidic. The sauce is not fresh. And
I'm writing that down.
And as you sip from the 32-ounce cup of Coke, the Coke is incredibly good. You can tell that they put a little extra syrup in this one.
The most important thing for a chef is how they treat their guests. And most often you will not be communicating with them face to face. The communication comes through the food. Whatever you do to this pizza, I will unleash on you. This pizza is overcooked.
Judgment delivered, your eyes turn to the Tsar, and their eyes turn on you. Adrenaline courses through you. This is your first real test, a chance to literally make a name for yourself, to prove yourself to the devil. But only one of you will walk out of here today. She looks to you and says, I accept this inspection and its results, be they what they may. Shall we begin?
He will nod.
Roll for initiative.
12, unnatural.
Butch, you are up first.
It's just me versus the Tsar.
Yeah, and then you see the line of henchmen.
Do they look like they're getting involved?
Oh yeah, they begin to get up and some of them tighten their smocks to make sure they're nice and firm. Some of them roll up their t-shirt sleeves to make it more like a tank top. You see one of them like reveals a little mom tattoo and they appear to be gearing up.
Perfect. I'm going to use all day and expend a focus to target 2 of them.
Okay.
I would like this to do damage. But
Okay.
The first one, I'm going to grab and pull his hair so that his nose is facing up. I'm going to grab table salt and use this as an improvised weapon.
Oh!
You use too much salt, and I'm going to pour the salt into his eyes.
Oh!
Hopefully that does damage.
Yeah, that's gonna do damage. Roll that.
It's a mixed success, it's 5.
So, you say this, pull his hair back, and begin to pour the salt into his eyes, and you're, ay, mamma mia! However, this jalapeno popper, P-A-U-P-E-R, is going to use the ability Packs a Punch, and they get a free melee attack after taking damage. He gets a success, but because you got a mixed success, he is going to deal double damage as he grabs this salt shaker and goes, ah! And is gonna squeeze it in his hand. You hear the glass shatter, and he takes this fistful and just rakes it across your face, dealing 2 damage with the broken shards of glass. He shatters the salt on you and then kind of stumbles about, eyes blind, and just like collapses on the floor, basically taken out with the pain as his eyes begin to shrivel up like snails being salted.
The second guy runs up and Butch grabs a plate off of a table and shatters it over the guy's head.
Roll that.
That's already a 9. It's improvised, double damage.
You got it. You see a female jalapeno popper comes running up. She says, feel the spice of the jalapeno poppers. And as she comes running up, there is a paper plate. You grab the paper plate that the cheese pizza was on, are disappointed at its flimsiness.
Oh, I thought there was a glass plate.
Reach into your coat pocket and pull out a ceramic plate that you always carry with you for emergencies. She comes running up, a plastic knife in hand. You shatter the ceramic plate on her head. It goes flying. You grab one of the halves in the air and she says, what are you doing?
I'm getting jalapeno business.
And with that, you stab the shard into her collarbone. Not just that, when you shatter the plate, you see the shards go flying everywhere. It kills 2 of the non-binary poppers.
I'll do another action point to target 2 more.
Go for it.
Okay, so another one runs up.
You killed the Lucinda!
He grabs a pizza cutter from one of the henchmen's unconscious and or dead body. Your cutting technique is sloppy, and he's gonna pizza cut right up the guy's sternum that comes at him.
Okay,
I don't know if that's improvised weapon.
I'm gonna say this is a weapon.
Pizza cutter.
Yeah.
Then it becomes a 5.
You take the pizza cutter and begin to ride it up the guy's sternum, and he goes, ay, mamma mia! And he grabs the spinning disc with his hand. You begin to press into the sternum. We see that spinning disc slowly disappear. He puts a hand on your wrist, and he goes, ah! And we hear it as it comes back out of his chest, and he's gonna spin it around and bury it in your shoulder for 1 damage. You look at your shoulder, having just taken this pizza cutter into that delicate joint, and and one of the pizza poppers uses the spicy meatball attack, and they reach into a bin full of just like ground spiced meats, and it splatters right onto your face, and you feel that oversalted meat, exactly as you called it out, begin to burn your eyes for 2 damage. You are blinded, and you do not see, but you hear the one with the cut sternum just collapse onto the ground and begin to gargle. As you have taken out 5 of the poppers, it is then the Tsar's turn. You are 1 movement away from the Tsar. As you are blinded, you just hear heavy footsteps.
Oh my god.
And then the Tsar on the far end of the room seems to tip something over, something heavy and metallic. You hear a clang. And then you just hear this begin to pour out as all around you,
The sauce.
you actually don't feel anything, but you hear this sizzling sound and the smell of burning cheese. And as you kind of wipe the spiced meat out of your eyes and blink them open, you see the body of the sternum pizza-cutted jalapeno popper has blocked a flow of massive molten cheese from ensnaring you and hindering your movement. It is your turn.
Is there like a pizza tray next to me?
Yeah, we could argue there's one of those, like, the scoopers that you use for the pizza oven.
Oh, shit. Those are kind of big, right?
Yeah, it's like a giant ping pong paddle, basically.
There we go. Yeah, I'll pick up that. I will spend a focus to analyze weak spots using the Butcher ability. 5.
Okay, a mixed success. On the Tsar, you know that for sure the head is a weak spot, like guaranteed. But you do notice something as you kind of wipe the ground meat from your eyes and you look up towards the Tsar, having seen her just tilted over these large vats of cheese. You know that as a chef, you kind of build up a tolerance. You build up the calluses to be able to handle, hot things for at least short durations. But you see that she removes what kind of looks like an oven glove after touching the vat. And you get the sense that perhaps she has not built up as much of a resistance to searing temperatures as the average chef.
Okay, so I'll do another focus to aim for that head.
Perfect.
And then I'll spend one more focus for Butcher Tier 3 to do triple damage on the called shot.
Woo.
And I guess cheese is an improvised weapon, so that can do double damage.
Okay, so you're doing sextuple damage.
3 times 2, yeah.
All right.
Butch will wipe his eyes with the sleeve of his suit that he's wearing. He's wearing a Devil's family member uniform. It's a nice suit. He's got the Devil's pin on the collar there. He's gonna wipe his eyes. You're gonna see the red eyes stinging. He's squinting, but he sees this pizza scooper. He's gonna shovel up some cheese and catapult it at the Tsar.
Oh, roll a ranged attack, which uses mind.
Natural 12.
Oh my god, so you deal 12 damage?
I guess so.
Describe how you kill the Tsar. The cheese flings and just straight into her head, and you see it actually it's almost like Spider-Man shooting a web where the weight and momentum of it actually knock her down and stick her to the pot that she had just knocked over, but it is still searing hot. So the cheese melts and sticks to it as she tries to move off. She as her back begins to sear and burn, you see skin begin to peel off onto that searing hot pot as she is stuck to it, and you run across the room.
I grab her and bring her over to the nearest pizza oven, and I put the top half of her body inside to broil her.
And you shove her into the oven with incredible force. It is gruesome and somewhat comical as you see her body does not fully fit into the opening of the pizza oven. So we just see 2 legs sticking out and kicking as you...
The pizza was overcooked. 12 minutes. Should have been 10. I suppose you can do same.
And as you grab her by her belt buckle, which is sticking out of the oven, and you yank her out, this hard woman is just staring up at you through one burst bloodshot eye, wheezing, going, I dub you the devil's broiler. And she collapses to the floor with vacant, lifeless eyes. The paupers bow and step away, clearing a path to the exit. The Pizza Palace is condemned, and you have earned yourself a name. The Devil's Broiler.
Hey, has this ever happened to you?
Jimmy has basic bitch dice.
Oh, come on, you guys, cut it out.
No, Jimmy, you're
Banned from playing at our table until you acquire dice worthy of serving the Dreadlord.
you dumb bitch.
Well, not anymore. Willie Hayes here with a special podcast offer from our friends at Only Crits. I can't tell you how many campaigns I've seen fall to shreds over inadequate dice. So if you're facing judgmental dice goblins in your lives, boy, have I got a deal for you. When you head over to onlycrits.com/Drimbus and use the offer code DRIMBUS, you'll get a whopping 12% off your order. You heard me right. Not 8%, not 10%, 12%. From gemstone dice to metal dice to mystery dice sets to dice subscriptions to dice accessories and more. Onlycrits.com/Drimbus has you covered. Just check out this Dragon Eye Sharp Edge dice set. Ooh, that's nice. And when you get 12% off with offer code DRIMBUS, not only do you get some sick math rocks to outdo your supposed friends, you'll be helping your favorite podcast in the process. But wait, there's more! Every single order from onlycrits.com/Drimbus comes with a free adventure, a perfect way to test out your new dice and exact revenge on those who've wronged you. Check it out!
Jimmy, I'm sorry.
No, Alexander, for I am the vessel of the Dreadlord now, and no amount of pitiful excuse or penance shall erase your blood debt to me.
Oh my god!
Cowering fear, fool! Stare into the endless abyss of the Dragon Eyes in my Dragon Eye Sharp Edge dice set from onlycrits.com/Drimbus.
They're so pretty!
So what are you waiting for? Order now!
Mr. Hayes, you really have to get going.
I know. Something just doesn't quite feel right, though.
There's no time!
I mean, do we really want to end our ad with a kid being sacrificed to the Dreadlord?
Mr. Hayes, you have to go!
Okay, do me a favor. Get Jerry Benetatos, Queso Loco, Victoria Madrid, Greta Mbigne, Alex Escapes My Ass, Ace Andrews, Regina Russell, Sam Olivos, Jordan Cobb, The Unnamed Rogue, NB Star, Doubtful Guest, Michael Richters, Davis Walden, Denny Dewdrop, Myth Mouse, Callie Wolf, Brandon M. Bishop, Bridge, Twiglets, Joanna, Stan Sitzman, Scrambles the Death Dealer, Aaron Adams, Nathan Mesner, Ruth Vandertles, Carrie Holmes, Melissa Rain, Hensational, Butts of Plenty, Uvular Nutria, Dane Kohlhoff, Loon, Faust the Heavenly Demonic Monster, David Carlton, Lord Braxton Von Wendell III, Tracy Baby, Waffle Marine, and Elastic Band on speed dial. If you don't hear from me by the end of the night, send them the message. Back in the present, we cut to Kilana, walking back out toward the truck after getting shot and nearly dying. What do we see?
You see Kilana, gripping her chest, I guess.
Yeah.
She's gonna head back towards the loading dock and hopefully get back into the truck.
Before you get in the truck, your phone rings. And you see the screen light up with a picture of Ray, your uncle.
Oh, no. Should I? I don't... fuck, what? Kill's gonna wait for the call to end and see if he leaves a voicemail, or she'll shoot him a text.
The phone finishes ringing, and perhaps a minute or so later you see a voicemail notification.
Amazing. She will listen to it. She will play it.
Hey, Kill! Hey, is your Uncle Ray just calling
listen, I'm real worried about you. I heard something about the hospital and some lunch ladies and whatever, and you never came back. And after everything that happened at the restaurant, I'm real worried about you. And you know what? God damn it, I'm a little pissed off I didn't get my Jell-O. Okay, so if you're listening to this, just call me back when you can. All right, kid. Stay safe.
I'm an asshole. And she says that like out loud under her breath. She's like, I'm a fucking asshole. And she's gonna type out a text to him saying, hey, I'm okay. Can't talk right now. I'll call when I can. I hope you're feeling better too. And put like 2 X's.
Immediately the 3 dots come up, and like it's one of those things where sometimes when you text a dad or a dad-like figure, the dots come up and then they go away and then they come back up and they go away again, and you see don't worry about me, do you, the letter U, need help?
Kill is going to sigh heavily because yes, she does. She's like really just gonna take a moment. Like you just see her like look at the phone. She's like, and she like leans her head to her left shoulder. She's like, ow, because she just got shot. Okay, and she's just gonna type out, no, I'm all good. Chef is helping me out. I'll keep you posted.
About a minute or so later, you get a, okay, stay safe, snickerdoodle. You owe me a Jell-O.
I do owe him a Jell-O. Damn. I wanted to give him the Jell-O too. There was just no time. There was literally no time. And as she's talking, she's like closing her phone and like just walking, walking to the living. She's like, there was literally no time. I feel so bad. God damn it. Damn it. Nothing is working out. Nothing is happening. Nothing is working out for me today.
You beat yourself up as you sit back down in the truck and look into the back, having forgotten that there is currently a dead body in there.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. I hate it here. I hate it here. I absolutely hate it here.
And as you hate it here, you suddenly remember that there was a still alive woman in here who is now nowhere to be seen.
What? And Kill's gonna like get out of the car and go to like the back doors to open the doors and be like, and look for her.
You actually see that there is a pile of Butch's clothes, but knowing that you had stripped the 2 of them down, your chef jacket that Juan Hispania had given you seems to be gone, along with the chef pants.
No. Fuck. And Kill's gonna run out of the truck and she's gonna look into the parking lot and see if she sees anyone.
Roll a mind roll for me.
All right, and that is a not natural 12.
Okay, with a not natural 12, you notice a couple of things. First, because the dead man had bled out, you see on the interior side of the truck, someone seems to have tried to write something with the blood, and it says, I won't tell. And it's underlined, and then you enter like Sherlock Holmes mode and begin like looking around and highlighting details, and you see that someone seems to have climbed into the front cabin through the back, and there's a little bit of a blood stain on the front handle to exit through the driver's side door, as someone presumably ran away. You look around, you don't really spot tracks, but as you turn back around, you suddenly see something go flying out of a window and splat onto the ground nearby. A rat. Just lying there, stiff, seemingly thrown from a second-story window.
Ew, what? Oh my, okay, all right, well, for now, just for the sake of safety, she's gonna put on Chef's jacket. Mm-hmm. She's gonna swap out what she is wearing for his jacket, just so she's somewhat protected. If someone else happened to come by with the gun, I don't know.
As you take off the black t-shirt, you see the hole left in the back of the shirt where the bullet entered, and like you see the dried blood that made it stick to your skin, and you feel it pop off as you peel it off.
Ew. That's kind of metal as hell, though, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, okay.
And yeah, you armor up as you put on your chef's jacket.
What the fuck? And she's just gonna she's gonna lay, she's gonna get comfortable in the back of the truck. She's gonna close the doors.
Next to the body.
Yeah, I mean, not right next to it, but, away from it. Like, she recognizes this is not a comfortable situation. So but she needs to just lay down.
Yeah.
Okay.
You lay down, and maybe it's exhaustion or fatigue or just stress, but you can just conk out if you'd like.
I think she's going to, but she's going to, wake up every few minutes because she's, she's on edge at the same time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and as you rest in fitful spurts and spasms, a short while later, Butch approaches from the club. There are splatters of blood marring his forearms and hands, and Butch, you see Kilana laying in your chef's jacket in the back, near a dead body.
You can go ahead and drag the body out and kick it on the street.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you dump it into the loading bay.
Kilana. Kilana. Are you all right?
Kill's gonna rub her eyes, and she's gonna wake up. Yeah, I'm good. I'm as good as I can be, chef. How are you doing? And she's gonna open her eyes and actually look at you, and she'll see the blood on you, and she'll move to get up, but she's like, ow, fuck. Oh, she's like, are you okay? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. What happened to the woman?
Oh, when I came back, she was gone. She wrote, she won't tell in blood, which is incredibly ominous, obviously, but I think she meant it. But she got out, I think, through the driver's seat, and I looked around for her, and I couldn't find her anywhere. I saw a rat, though, and that was kind of gross.
Health code violation. I took care of it.
Oh, nice. Okay. But yeah, she took my jacket and my pants, and I'm sorry. I don't blame her. I'm sure she didn't want to be naked, but that was a really nice jacket. It was a really nice gift, and now I feel bad. And now I'm wearing yours, and I'm getting blood on it, and I'm sorry.
It's fine. Keep it. Do you have your phone on you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Get us 2 first-class tickets to Florida.
Oh.
I'll zell you. Just do it.
Yes, chef. And Kilana's just gonna start laughing because that's kind of hilarious. I'm sorry. Oh, that's so funny.
Are you in pain?
Oh, yeah, I am. Of course I'm in pain.
Laughter is the best medicine. But I'd like to get you some morphine.
Wow. Okay, going big. Do you just have that with you somewhere? No, I'm not judging. I'm really just asking.
No.
Well, I guess who knows?
Butch, suddenly you hear your phone begin to ring, and you look towards your pants, which just lay in a pile on the floor in the back of the truck.
Oh, right. And he'll go over and take his phone out of his pants.
It says, caller ID unknown.
He'll answer, put it to his ear, but he won't say anything.
You hear the stealth inspector.
Orson, I take it the Frenchman is dead?
He's gassed out.
Pity. He was a useful mole. Or rat, I suppose. I have reports placing the devil in Daytona, Florida. Does that line up with your intel?
Yes, I have an address.
And you're sure you want to pursue this?
He won't stop until it's over. I need to see him.
Then I already have a hotel room booked for the 2 of you. Your flight leaves 7 a.m. tomorrow. Booked under your real names. Sending you the information now.
Understood.
Orson, listen to me. You must contain yourself in transit. No fights, no scenes. I'm able to pull a great deal of strings for you, but if you get TSA involved, I will not be able to get you out. Please, be a normal civilian.
I'll do my best, but I've got a sous chef here that's been hurt. She needs painkillers.
I can arrange for some morphine to be left in your room.
That will work.
Good luck.
And the call has ended.
We've got a hotel. I'll drive.
Okay.
You rest.
Yeah, no, you really don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, I guess we'll pack it up and get moving.
Okay. You head out to your hotel. You set off in the truck, drive over to the address that the stealth inspector has sent you. You check in and settle in for the night.
We're settling in. There's 2 beds in the room. We'll see Kilana sitting or laying down on the bed, and You see Butch drawing up a vial of morphine.
Actually, when you checked into the room expecting the morphine, you just see a big bottle of ibuprofen and a note that says, "Sorry, best I was able to manage."
He'll just hand it over to her. Don't take this with alcohol.
I really wasn't planning to. Why would you? Never mind. It's fine.
Other than that, order any room service you need.
Are you sure that's smart?
I'll zell you.
Kill's just gonna look at you and be like, no, that's not. I can afford that much. I just mean, I don't know if we should be drawing any attention or I don't know. I mean, if you said, I guess that's fine. I'm actually gonna shower first, if that's okay with you, unless you need the bathroom first. I don't.
Go ahead.
Thank you. And she's gonna take the ibuprofen. She's gonna look in one of the closets for like a robe, because they got them robes.
You see a man. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you see the robes.
Thanks. And she's gonna take one of the robes and she's going to excuse herself into the bathroom. And once she does, she's just gonna like turn on the lights, close the door, and just look herself in the mirror. And those mirrors are like,
yeah.
I assume it's one of those nice ones where it shows you like every pore.
Oh yeah, it's nice.
Every pore
on your face, like it tells you everything you need to know and when you're gonna die, basically.
Yeah.
And she just like looks herself in the mirror and she's like, oh my, like she just like nods, like, yep, that's me. That's what I look like right now. And she's going to strip as much as she can without hurting herself. Take 3 ibuprofens, 4 ibuprofens maybe, and just drink some water from the faucet and then get into the shower.
Okay. The shower starts running, and Butch, from inside the room, you hear a ding ding from your phone.
Okay, looking at my phone.
You look at it, and there's a text message from an unknown number that says, "Zell me." And then ding ding from a different unknown number, JK, and then a -SI.
Oh my god, he has 2 numbers.
And then finally, a third ding ding as you see a message from the butcher. And it reads, "Back at it." And you see it has an attached link to an article titled, "Pandora's Oven Unleashes Untold Horrors on Diners."
Yeah, I'll look at the article.
Yep. You click the link and see an article by Hubert Riesling, aka The Critic.
Oh.
A man you have bumped heads with more than once in your career. Diners hoping to attend unexplained hit chef Butch Orson's new restaurant, Pandora's Oven, were met with a nasty surprise this Friday. Despite a limited career marked by running others' kitchens with time-tested menus to varying degrees of success, Mr. Orson skyrocketed to fame with Pandora's Oven, a culinary reality TV show repurposing formulas previously perfected by the likes of Mr. Gordon Ramsay. Riding the high of his overnight success, cook Butch Orson decided to double down on his gimmick to open a Pandora's Oven restaurant, allowing fans of reality TV to experience a familiar interior with food sure to appease even the simplest of palates. However, no such appeasing was accomplished this Friday night. Mr. Orson's ostentatious opening night took a turn for the even worse as the kitchen crawled to a grinding halt. Despite the admittedly charming Maitre D's best efforts to entertain guests with a gauche live musical performance, diners grew concerned at disturbing noises from the kitchen before a Pandora's box of horrors was unleashed in the dining room. It is currently unclear what occurred in that death trap beyond one word: pandemonium. Violence and bloodshed were the main course that evening as masked figures in chef's jackets attacked the diners. Although reports indicate the uniforms bore a passing resemblance to Orson's own uniform, it is unclear who is at fault or for what purpose. What is clear are the 6 fatalities and dozens of critically injured diners and kitchen staff members. As a survivor of that hellish evening, I am not sure what the takeaway is. Not that there was any food worth taking away. Perhaps this was some heavenly intervention by the gods on high. A clear message that Mr. Orson was best left in the annals of an online streaming service where he can only assault our sensibilities in place of our sense of taste or bodies?
Butch will go cook, and then 6 fatalities. He wants to find out who those could be. He might have to text the stealth inspector.
Yeah, you text the last unknown number that the stealth inspector texted you from, and what do you say?
I'm reading this article about 6 fatalities in Pandora's oven. Who are they?
You get a text back from a different unknown number, and you see Freddie, Maria, Julius, Marcos, a diner, and the pit. And then you get a text from another unknown number that says, my condolences.
Yeah, he'll put the phone down for that. Tent his hands together and our elbows on the table.
Kilana, you finally exit the shower, freshened up, to see Butch, hands tented over the hotel room desk, just looking down.
She's gonna hesitantly walk into the room. Our bathroom's all yours, chef. I think there's another robe in the closet too if you wanted. It's really comfy. I don't know if you're into comfort, but and she's just gonna she's just looking at him to see if he's gonna budge at all or.
Yeah, he's staring forward with elbows on the table, hands tented.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And then he will get up and start walking to the bathroom, and he'll say as he's walking, order whatever you need.
Yes, chef. Do you want anything? She'll ask right before you close the door.
Yeah, he'll stop, not turning around, but he'll stop.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have whatever you're having, and then go into the bathroom.
Yes, chef. She's not feeling great, and when she's not feeling great, she likes to just get a little junky with her food.
Yeah.
So she's going to pick up the phone, and she's going to dial room service. Hi, I would like to order some food. You tell me when you're ready.
Always ready, ma'am.
All right, great. Let me get 2 of your margarita pizzas, 1 spaghetti and meatball, 3 sides of fries. You have truffle fries, actually?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Okay, do a 4th side of fries. Make that one truffle.
May I interest you in some fried truffles?
Oh, yeah, you definitely can.
All right.
Oh, can I get these honey barbecue wings also? All flats.
Flats only.
Yeah, only flats. I want absolutely nothing else on flats only. I'll take 2 creme brulees, the brownie with the ice cream. That looks good. 2 of those. And some waters, I guess.
Will that be all, ma'am?
I think so. I'll call back if I need anything else.
We'll have it up right away.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
And Butch, you shower and come out a few minutes later to a confusing mixture of smells as in between the 2 beds you see this enormous spread with Kilana chowing down. You see 2 margarita pizzas, 1 plate of spaghetti and meatballs, a massive tray of it, 3 separate sides of fries, 2 cans of ginger ale, 1 side of truffle fries, 1 side of what seems to be fried truffles by the pungent smell of it, 1 plate full of honey barbecue wings, only flats, 2 creme brulees, 2 brownies with ice cream, and 4 waters, but you know that this is that expensive, diamond water.
And Kill's just gonna look up at you as she's mid-bite, and she's gonna stop chewing, and she's just looking at you.
They really skimped on your fries, didn't they?
That's exactly what I was thinking when they came in with it. 100%. I think he took some before he leaving it. 100%, chef. Jesus.
And Butch in his robe will sit down with her and start to eat as well.
We see Kilana chowing down and then Butch with a fork and knife cutting up the fries.
Yeah. I don't know how you feel about employment when this is all over.
Chef, I am surprised I even made it this far. I would love to think that far ahead. What do you see, I guess, for the future?
Well, I wouldn't mind, as I said, compensating you and your family, but if you really do have the passion for this, and if you really want to become a master chef, this will only strengthen you.
Mm-hmm.
You will become stronger, more than any Guy Fieri, any Gordon Ramsay. This, he looks to you, is real cooking.
Yeah, okay. I mean, when you say if this is what I want, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Like, you're referring to the cooking part and not necessarily like the past fun we've been having, which I'm not saying I'm not having fun, but basically, can I expect more of this if I were to say yes to any future job opportunities with you?
Yes and no. I am going to reopen Pandora's oven, and it's going to be grander than ever. And should you stay, there will be more obstacles, but it will become much more easier to deal with. And then soon, you can be your own master chef. Should you choose to leave, I will give you the money with all the shrimp you need to pay for.
Well, don't worry about that. Juan is covering that part because you're obviously making it out of this, and I'm making it out of it because I have shrimp to look forward to. So, but I want to renegotiate my contract. We don't have to figure that out now.
You're entering a new world with no rules, but I am a man of my word. Don't worry so much about contracts. You think the devil is abiding by his?
No, I do not. I appreciate you believing that I can do this. I still feel like I have a lot to learn. So I will also appreciate any patience.
I am a patient man. Anything else? You don't seem to question why we are going to Florida.
Oh, it seems wherever you go, I kind of have to. Not like have to. I want to. I've never been to Florida, so that sounds fun. But yeah, no, I'll bite. Why are we going to Florida? What's in Florida?
The devil's there.
The devil's there. Okay. Any idea of what I should expect when we do go? Like, I feel like I don't have the proper equipment to do what I think we're gonna do.
You have everything you need right here, and he will point his head basically.
Yes, chef.
Obviously, we're locking the doors. Maybe Butch has a motion detector app on his phone.
Yeah.
He puts the pistol under his pillow.
And with that, you drift off to sleep in preparation for the flight.
This has been Yes Chef. Yes Chef features the vocal talents of Amanda Fernandez-Acosta as Kilana Golds and Nicholas Benetatos as Butch Orson. The rest of the world is voiced by our BG, Giancarlo Herrera, with editing by Anna Schooner and sound design by Giancarlo Herrera. A special thank you to all the patrons for supporting this show. Mwah, that's a French kiss from all of us at Whimsic Productions. If you would like to support the show, consider signing up at patreon.com/Dreambus to get access to exclusive bonus content, free merch, and the chance to include items in the show or have NPCs named after you. There are quite a few this season. You may also consider leaving a review of Dungeons & Dreambus on the podcast app of your choice, or sharing us with your friends and on social media. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you all next week.
Okay, alright, here we go. Yummy.